Imagine waking up one morning, stepping outside your home, and simply beginning to walk, with no plan to ever stop. Not for a month, not for a year, but for almost 3 decades. This is the incredible journey of Sergei Kirov, a quiet man who became the center of one of the most unbelievable survival stories ever told, the man who walked for 27 years. His story starts in the fading years of the Soviet Union. Life had become heavy, overwhelming, and suffocating. One ordinary morning, without packing a bag or telling anyone goodbye, Sergei started walking. There was no destination in his mind, no map in his hand, just a feeling that if he kept moving forward, something inside him might finally feel free. At first, he stayed close to home, drifting through forest paths and tiny villages scattered across Russia. But every time he reached a place where people lived, something in him pushed him onward. He felt a strange lightness the farther he went, as if each step peeled away another layer of the life he had left behind. Winter hit first. Hard freezing winds tore through the trees. But Sergei kept moving. When summer came, the sun burned the earth beneath his feet. But still he did not stop. He crossed rivers by balancing on fallen logs. He slept under the open sky for years at a time. To survive, he ate whatever he could find: berries, roots, leftovers in abandoned huts, and on many days he walked on an empty stomach, dizzy from hunger but unwilling to turn back. He crossed borders without even realizing it. One season he found himself in Kazakhstan, the next in Mongolia, and after months more of wandering, he stepped unknowingly into the vast plains of China. People sometimes spotted him, a thin man with a long beard, wearing clothes torn by years of wind and rain. Some handed him bread or water, some avoided him. Others thought he was a wandering holy man. But Sergei wasn't seeking attention, and he wasn't running from anything. He was searching for a kind of silence only the world's empty places could give him. Years turned into decades. By the time he reached the foothills of the Himalayas, he no longer remembered the date or even the year. Time had faded into the rhythm of his footsteps. Walk, breathe, walk again. It became the only way he understood life. After 27 years, his journey finally ended when Nepalese ranges found him weak, exhausted, and barely conscious in the mountains. When they learned how long he had been walking, they couldn't believe it. Doctors examined him and called his body a miracle, scarred by weather, hardened by survival, but incredibly still alive. When Sergei was finally asked why he walked for so long, he gave a simple answer: "When I walk, nothing hurts." He wasn't chasing glory. He wasn't looking for adventure. He found peace in movement, and he followed it for nearly 3 decades, across deserts, forests, mountains, and entire countries. A man who walked for 27 years. A man whose footsteps crossed half the world. A man whose survival story may never be matched again.